First, let me say I've been doing this work only 15 years. But in 15 years, I've done almost 100,000 healings. And so everything I say is based on what I have experienced. You know, it's just based on what I see every day. So humans have learned to hold on to their emotions, not to express them. You know, I remember as a little boy, I was always told to be a man and be quiet, or don't cry, or don't get angry, or just be quiet. You know, and so I think a lot of us have been trained to be quiet instead of expressing emotions. To me, there's no such thing as a bad emotion. They're just emotions. You know, we're really fortunate as humans because we actually get to feel emotions. You know, rocks don't, trees don't, most animals don't. You know, we get to feel love and we also get to feel anger. So to me, we've been trained, and I don't know why, and it doesn't matter, we've been trained to hold on. And what happens is that we hold on to the emotions and they stack. They kind of like stack up in your body, and it creates what I call density, which creates what people refer to as blockages. And the way we were designed as humans a long time ago by God, I believe, is we were meant to be light beings, filled with light, which meant we were filled with health, filled with abundance. And somewhere along the line, we lost our faith in that, or were told not to believe that, and began to hold on to, we were afraid to speak. We were afraid to cry. If you look at your family history and you look at what's been, you know, people go, everybody in my family has this. Well, of course, because they keep passing it forward, and every time it gets passed forward, it gets more powerful. You know, people wonder why there's so many children now with allergies, or with ADD or whatever. It's because it keeps getting passed forward and strengthening as it passes forward. And you know, all we got to do is turn the lights back on and everything changes. A cancer diagnosis, a Crohn's diagnosis, a fibromyalgia diagnosis, whatever a diagnosis is your body telling you it's packaged up all your stuff in a way that you can't avoid it anymore, and this is your life-changing opportunity to get rid of it. And so somebody tells you have something, first of all, consider it a gift. And second of all, don't go down the road with what everybody else does. Find out what's really going on with you. Think about every energetic input that you get that is not coming from love will create an energetic imprint in your body. If I say, I love you, that feels good. And your body goes, oh, right? And it uses that energy to expand its light body. If I say you're stupid and I hate you and go to your room and I smack you, all of that creates negative imprint. And I don't like the word negative, but people understand it. It creates an imprint that is not from love. And that imprint goes to all the other layers onto all the other imprints that have been similar to that. So somebody that's had abuse, it wasn't their fault, but they experienced it. And usually abusive people are told to be quiet, and so they can't express it. They're afraid to express it. And so the imprint sticks and it brings more. I work with a lot of women and men that say, I always attract abusive partners. Why is that? Well, because all of that abusive energy is very powerful, and there's this thing that everybody knows called the law of attraction. If you ever see me work live with people, what I always say to the people is, look at the eyes. Because the eyes immediately become brighter and clearer and can even change color, because as the body releases this stuff, it's immediately noticeable in the eyes. And so people that see me look like zombies almost because they have these bright open eyes, because a lot of that stuff is gone. And the other thing I wanted to say is that once it's gone, what happens is that density, the space that was being taken up by the density, is now being filled with light.